G'day everybody, this is Grandad Jack and I'm back to make some doors for the bush cabin. So I wanted to show you how I make these doors. It's like you'd make an old dunny door in a way. You can use flooring. I've used a profile board which is similar to tongue and groove flooring, and it's treated pine, and so I'm going to show you how I make these dunny doors. No, we'll call them a bush cabin door. That sounds better. So this treated pine material is actually used for vertical weatherboards. It's hard to buy these days because it's not that readily available, but I had a stock of this stuff, so I decided to make doors out of it. It's the same thickness as tongue and groove floor, but it's just a different profile. And when used vertically, it actually looks pretty good. I'm making these doors to a standard door size, which is in millimetres, it's 2 metres and 40 high by 820 millimetres wide, which is a pretty normal standard door size. I've cut a piece of this board to go along the outside edge so we don't have a thin piece on the edge. We need a thicker profile where the hinges go. I've cut this to make it an overall 820 millimetres wide, and then I glue this piece of timber onto the edge of the door. So that's the front. I then turn the boards over so that I can work on the back of the door. This is where I'll be putting the cross pieces to hold it all together. Once I've glued this piece along the edge, I then cut the cross pieces to the right width, and I'm going to put 3 of those, one 6 inches from the bottom or 150 millimetres, and another one to the centre. I've just taken all the furry bits off with a piece of sandpaper where the timber has been cut. I just used 75 by 25 or 3 by 1 treated timber for these cross sections on the door. I just simply nail these in place using a brad gun, and then once that's nailed, I'll cut the angles for the cross bracing. The cross bracing is just 50 by 25 or 2 by 1, and I just mark on the timber where it's got to be cut and then nail those in place. I then turn the door over and nail the other side. I've just used a piece of wood as a guide to nail the nailing in a straight line. So there you have it. That's the door made, and I've stood it up here. I've actually made 4 of these doors for the bush cabin, and so I'll be taking those out and putting them on. So I load the doors up on my ute, and as well I've cut a heap of door stop material that goes around the door to stop the door from opening out too far because it opens in. The door stop material also stops draft air coming in the sides and the top. So this is where the doors are going. I'm just going to put the hinges on the doors and then put them in. I've just used T hinges for this, which is fine for this type of project. So these are the doors once they've been put in and fitted. I haven't put door handles on yet, but they fit nicely into the door frame. So now that the doors are in, the cabins are pretty much finished. So this is what they look like. With the cladding on, I've put the flashing on the corners and the guttering on and the doors in. And we have a couple of neat little outback type cabins. So I hope you enjoyed this how-to video from me, from Grandad Jack, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode of whatever I'm doing, and I will see you then.